Hi everybody, welcome to July and Saturday Sampler. Today we're going to be working on our ribbon border. Yippee, it's July. We're starting halfway through the year. So the ribbon border is going to be going around our center block and our checkerboard. You should be done with your center block and hopefully finishing your checkerboard block. You have one more month to finish that, and then this month you'll be getting this ribbon border, so you'll find that on page 11. So you have a lot of fabric and there's a lot of cutting here, so of course, as I always say, don't leave that towards the end. So here you're going to see that I've cut out all my fabric for this ribbon border, and so it's fabrics in your cutting. You'll see fabrics 2, 4, 5, 6, and 14. And the cutting is pretty straightforward, but you have to pay attention. Some of them, when you cut a bigger strip, say a 3 1/4 inch strip, you'll need 2 of those, but on the second strip, you don't need the full strip. You'll cut part of that down to the 3 1/8. So pay attention to that. And I always mark my numbers on here, but say in, for instance, in fabric 14, you have 16 3 1/4 inch squares, and you have 14 3 1/8. So they're a little bit confusing because they are very, very close in size. You need to make sure when you're using them that you use the correct block. So you might want to put an extra little sticker on those so that when you're in use, you pick up the correct one. Otherwise, it's going to create a little bit of trouble. Okay, the other point that I want to make is when you're cutting fabric 6, which is the minty color one, it's 7 5 1/2 inch squares, but you can't fold that over and double it up and cut 4 right off the bat. Otherwise, that last cut, you won't have enough for that last square. Open it up, and you can cut 2 at a time. There's enough in the fabric length to cut 7, but be mindful of how you're cutting it, okay? You have to be mindful of how you're cutting all of these. Sometimes we've had a lot of fabric left over, but this one, there's not a lot of extra. So be mindful of how you're cutting all your fabric squares. Don't take a lot of extra cutting. Anyways, it will work out fine. Here they are. I've cut them all from the kit. So please join me in the next video, and I'll be showing you how to do some of the piecing as we move forward. See you then.